This is Senator Ben Cardin. Senator Ben Cardin's Heddleman, Senator Heddleman, the Maryland Black Caucus, Governor O'Malley, Governor Westmore. I'm a citizen of the United States. I'm not an immigrant. I'm a citizen of the United States. I'm not a Palestinian. I was making a documentary about the Democratic Party and the money you make off the war on drugs. You treat us just like you treat the Palestinians. No rights and no respect. That's Ryan Dorsey. He's been knowing me since he was a little boy. This is the Supreme Court. In 2007, I wrote Senator Cardin, and I wrote the Supreme Court. I was making a documentary about the war on drugs, N62528. Under Article 3 of the Constitution, that's a writ of certiorari. A writ of certiorari. The Constitution, it's Constitution Day, all right? And we're going to use my constitutional rights. This is the court. Julie Enzer. You took a truck, a computer, and you took my property. At the conclusion of a trial, the defendant is supposed to be compensated freely, duly, and at the expense and the convenience of the government. I'm a whistleblower on the courts and the corruption in the courts and the Democratic Party. That's my number, 2023. That's Judge Badar and Chief Justice Roberts. You've been using your office to block me access to the Supreme Court, like Dred Scott. Do blacks have rights and white America respects? Just like Dred Scott. You feel me? I'm a free black man. I'm not a slave. I own me. I own me. I own all parts of me. Shorty's Underground. 100 shares of Shorty. I'm out $250 million of intellectual property theft. You've been protecting Scott Shellenberger and the corruption in the Democratic Party. The money you make off the war on drugs. Making a documentary, and the Supreme Court gonna get this. You got to take me to court under Article 3 of the Constitution. You got to take me to the Supreme Court. And we're going to talk about Governor O'Malley. We're going to talk about Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown, Attorney General Anthony Brown. That's Westmore. And that's Senator Ben Cardin. You see that? Governor Blagojevich went to jail. If Blagojevich can go to jail, you can go to jail. The same way that they were selling seats, you can go to jail too. Your legacy, all the time that you spent in office. Right here from 2007 to 2023. That's Blagojevich. That's Senator Cardin. That's the Department of Justice, 2019. Department of Justice, Eric Barron won't do nothing. You're using your positions of power to protect the corruption. The war on drugs is a war on the black community. It's also America's cash cow. That's Senator Cardin. And that's Senator Cardin. You deny me access to your office. That's the Public Accommodations Act. Westmore just said a Public Accommodations Act. The right to access our courts, the right to access our public officials. Steny Hoyer, Senator Cardin, we talking about white supremacy in the Democratic Party and how you sell the black community into slavery. I use toilets to do it. 2023, we potty training politicians. Delegate Stephanie Smith, toilet don't care if you're black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. Ask President Trump. Ask Jack Young. It's the golden time of day. And this is your learning tree today. Did you use a toilet today? You're going to think about me tomorrow. Senator Cardin, you got work to do. Before you retire, you got to address me. I'm not a Palestinian. I'm an American. You stand up for Israel. 2023, you're going to stand for me.